Dinesh DSouza, Marjorie Taylor Greene. This is a response to the video that Dinesh DSouza posted. I believe he posted it actually on February the 24th. And Marjorie Taylor Greene reposted or retweeted it earlier this afternoon. And I wanted to give my response because I found it interesting what Mr. Dinesh DSouza had to say. Basically, Dinesh was saying that the idea of national divorce to him was impractical, but that he thought that Marjorie Taylor Greene was basically venting her frustration out with respect to the situation with the government, which I think he was spot on in that. I mean, it was because it was more her venting frustration, I think, than actually wanting to implement a concept such as national divorce. I mean, from the live tweet that I basically talked about earlier today, I expressed a lot of important details, the logistics that are involved with the concept of national divorce that I think would have needed to have been handled in order to implement this particular concept that Marjorie Taylor Greene has been trying to promote. And Dinesh put it spot on when he said she's venting her frustration, and that he believed that it was impractical because, in fact, in all reality, it is. Now, he touched on two other things in his video, and I wanted to address those. First off, he said that he wanted to ask and answer the question of whether or not what Marjorie Taylor Greene was suggesting was in fact unconstitutional or constitutional. And he said that there's no evidence in the Constitution to say that national divorce is unconstitutional. Well, in all reality, there's nothing mentioned in the Constitution with respect to national divorce. However, we mustn't look totally at the Constitution. We need to look at federal law. And federal law, there is a section called Title 18, Chapter 115, where it talks about all these things from seditious conspiracy to treason to different things in that realm. And those laws are very specific when it comes to any type of destruction of the federal government, division, the formalization of groups or societies. And I think that what Marjorie Taylor Greene is proposing may violate that specific section of law of Title 18. It's open to interpretation, really. A number of people in the media that I've seen have mentioned the fact that this is illegal because of that. It's entirely possible. It even says in that section there that even the mere mention of it is a crime, and those that are elected or that are in government offices would be incapable of holding office. And that's where in my tweet I said that Marjorie Taylor Greene is risking her political career by even mentioning it, because if that section of law applies to her in this case, then she's really putting herself on the line. That's why I'm saying there may not be an issue of constitutionality, but there is an issue whether or not it is legal on federal standards. And in this case, according to Title 18, it's very likely it is not legal or it is illegal. Another thing he talked about was the fact that he suggested another type of scenario where you build your government inside the government or something to that respect. I think that is also open up to question because of Title 18. Title 18 mentions something about if you create communities or societies that to plan to overthrow or break or to destroy the government, which in this case, would be one of the end results in national divorce, or end result in what Dinesh is proposing, is the destruction, or not the destruction, the what's the word I'm looking for? The impediment of federal government. So all these things are subject to scrutiny under Title 18, and I think that is the crux of my response to Mr. Dinesh. Now, in the retweet that Marjorie Taylor Greene herself posted, when she posted the retweet of Dinesh's video, she says that she's surprised nobody has asked her about what she means by national divorce. Ms. Greene, with all due respect, in my last tweet, a live tweet, and you can look at my Twitter or you can look at your tweets, the responses. There's the video where I talk about the logistics of national divorce, and I even say, Ms. Greene, I invite you to kind of explain to us the detailed logistics of what you are proposing. You can't say that nobody has asked you about it, because I clearly posted it on your Twitter, and I'm still waiting for a response, by the way. Now, if you choose not to respond, that's on you, and that just tells me that when it comes to national divorce, it's just a light idea, and you probably don't know what you're talking about. I'll leave that up to you. Thank you for your time. Have a good evening, and I'll see you